Across southeast Texas are now picking up the pieces after those storms yesterday and, of course, from overnight.
A system dumped large hail on Needville and Guy. This is in southern Fort Bend County overnight. Needville is about 45 miles from Houston. That is where ABC 13's Liliana Pearson joins us live. And Liliana, you know you've had a chance to look at some of the damage this morning.
We have. Right now we are in the Highland Point neighborhood here in Needville, and this is one of the areas that was really hard hit. And not only was it hard hit, it's still so much evidence of what happened hours ago. Take a look at some of the hail that's still left behind. We've been showing this to you all morning, just how big some of these pieces are. And remember, these have had hours to melt on the ground, and they are still this size. Not only that, but there's these giant patches of hail that are still left over, and you can see as it's melting together, I mean, it's pretty thick, and it's just melting into these solid ice patches. So not only are things wet, but things are going to remain pretty slippery out here this morning. Of course, as this hail was falling, it was causing a lot of damage all throughout the neighborhoods. We've seen lots of cars just like this one, unfortunately. We've seen windows, we've seen sunroofs, we've seen rear views absolutely busted out and shattered. We've heard homeowners telling us that they're spending the morning and they are filing claims. Of course, if a car can't stand up to the hail, check out this trash can, absolutely trashed. We talked to the homeowner who lives here. She described to us what it was like when that hail started falling.
We were yelling, talking to each other. Can't really describe how loud it was, but I was worried that it was fixing to come through the roof. Like, that's how loud it was.
And of course, with storms like this comes power outages. So we have the CenterPoint power outage map for you. I checked it just a few moments ago, and it looks like here in the area of Needville, there's going to be over 800 people without power this morning, though we have seen CenterPoint crews out and about putting up those big buckets and cherry pickers to start working on some of the lines to get power back to people. This morning, I'm even hearing some generators that are running, getting power to houses that are still without. And back here live in this neighborhood, it's been very active. We've seen neighbors checking on each other. We've seen cars driving around. We've seen tow cars pulling cars away from homes. We've seen lots of roofing companies coming out to these neighborhoods this morning. Of course, a lot of these homes are going to need to file claims this morning. I'm Liliana Pearson, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
All right, Liliana, thank you.